Hi folks, this is the last part of our series on how to construct an article that gets attention. In fact, it may not be the last. We've got a couple of more tips and tricks up our sleeve, so we just might hold five on that for the time being. But basically today I want to talk about the resource box. It's so important that you write a resource box that tempts the reader to want to click through to your website. You've enticed them to your article with a great title. You've got them to read your article, they're interested, they're hot to trot, so to speak, and they want to know more. So what we're going to do today is show you how to write a resource box that gets attention, what not to write, and two types of resource boxes you should be writing. Very important. So let's take a look at what you should not write in your resource box. For example, something like this. Now you hear a lot of people say, tell them a little bit about yourself in the resource box. To me, that is a complete waste of space because the reader has found your article because they have a problem, they're looking for a solution. You've done a good job to get them to read your article, so they're in the solution mode. And if you start saying something like, John Smith has written 10,000 articles and is a great writer, he is a professional writer who has no peer in his profession, they're going to say, what the heck? This guy had a solution for me and now he's telling me about himself. They don't want to know about you. What they want to know is about themselves and what you can do for them and help them solve their problems. So avoid using this kind of closer in your resource box. Very, very important. You've got to create curiosity. There are two types of resource boxes I like to write, and one of them is creating curiosity. Something like this, and when using the network marketing theme. Do you know network marketers blow thousands of dollars every day on unresponsive MLM lead generation services? Are you one of them? Learn how to attract only responsive network marketing leads virtually free and kiss rejection goodbye forever. Now, if you've been in network marketing or in a position where you've had to buy your leads, you'll know it's almost a lost cause because there is a lot of rejection involved. You're basically cold calling people you've never met before. Now, what you've done is you've created a problem in your resource box. Create the problem first and then provide the solution. So we've created the problem by saying that network marketers blow thousands of dollars every day on unresponsive leads. We're asking them basically, are you one of them? That's sort of touching an emotional point there. And then we're giving them the solution by learning how to attract only responsive network marketing leads virtually free and kissing rejection goodbye forever. Now, do you think they would be curious to find out more? In most cases, yes, and you have a great chance of getting them to click through to your article. Now, this resource box may be just a fraction long, so you'll need to play with it a little bit. A lot of article directories have a limit on the number of characters you can use, but by the time you've tacked on or put in a couple of links there, so it maybe one you just need to tighten up a bit, but that's the type of resource box I'm talking about creating curiosity with. The next one is using a hurtful statistic. Now, I'm not telling you to straight out abuse the reader in any way. By hurtful statistic, I mean something like what I've got here, and I'm taking a completely different niche, and many of you probably wouldn't have even thought of something like this, but greyhound racing, for example. Do you know it takes a greyhound at least 16 months before they are ready to race? So basically, I've given them a hurting statistic. It means that if they buy a pup, they're going to have to wait at least 16 months before they see the thing racing and earning them money. So that kind of hurts, doesn't it? So here's the solution. Shortcut your waiting time by buying a ready-to-race dog. So instead of waiting 16 months for them to be able to collect on their investment, I'm giving them a solution of buying a greyhound that's ready to race so they can get started straight away. So that's what I mean by a hurtful statistic. This may take a little bit of practice, but once you get this particular method right, you'll find that your readers, if you can get them down to your resource box and read something like that, they will be clicking more often than not through to your article. So that's a very powerful method of getting attention in the resource box, the hurtful statistic. All right, just wrapping up. Don't make the resource box about you. It has to be about the reader. Don't tell them how great you are because they've come to your article, they've found your article, they've got a problem. You've done a great job by giving them some sort of a solution in the article. Not enough though, they want more. And the last thing you want to do is get them to the resource box and tell them what a wonderful person you are. Don't do it. Create curiosity and use a hurtful statistic. So those two are two very powerful methods of getting attention with your resource box. Practice with them, try them out, and I'm sure they will turn your click-through rates around and if you apply them. So that sort of winds up the actual construction of the article. We'll have more very handy tips for you in the next few weeks, so stand by, and I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson.